Hello, my name is Joanna and I'm a board certified music therapist. Now, in some of these videos, I have been talking about the benefits of playing and learning musical instruments. However, when it comes to making that investment to buy and own an instrument, we might have some questions about what's worth it, and when something is very cheap or inexpensive, we might have questions about how good of an instrument that might be. So in today's video, I'd like to show you two instruments that I got for under $40, and I will play them for you and talk about my experience in owning and playing them. Hopefully this inspires you in some way as you look for other kinds of musical instruments out there and consider owning some of these. So the first is a melodica, which you can see here has black and white keys just like a piano or a keyboard. However, when you press on any of them, there is no sound, and it's not electronically powered, but it uses your breath. So and then for as long as you blow and press on any of the notes, it continues to sound. I really enjoy having this, and it came in a case, a carrying case that also has different kinds of mouthpieces. So there is another short one, and then this longer one, and then even a spare, which isn't in the case now, but I really enjoy having, different mouthpieces. So for example, if I wanted to play with both hands, I could use a longer mouthpiece to blow, and then I could put this flat on a table or surface and play it with both hands. Usually when you think of a melodica, it's not such a traditional instrument, and a lot of places that I've seen sell this, they put them like amongst children's toys. However, I think that if you have a chance to play or own a melodica, it's an excellent instrument to buy and have, because it is so portable and because you are able to do so much even though it's so small. This one has 37 keys, and they don't start on, this is a C, they start below the C. And so that gives a good range for playing. And the benefits of owning this are that you're not only hearing and producing music, but you're also using your breath. So it's so wonderful for breath control, just expanding that lung capacity, and it's also very melodious. So. You can do a lot with it. You can get on the black keys as well. And if you know tunes that you really want to learn, you could play on this. And if you just want to improvise something and mess around with music and be experimental, I think this is a great instrument to own. The drawbacks though are that since you are playing and blowing into it, you can't sing as you play, but that gives opportunities for you to meet a friend, play some music together, and jam. So yeah, I really enjoyed having this for the 3-4 years that I've had it. I got this from Amazon. I think it was around $40 or $30 at the time, and I think it's a similar price. There are cheaper versions of this, and there are also smaller versions. So depending on how much you might be interested in it or how much you might want to spend, there are options. And again, even though some people treat this as a children's instrument or a toy instrument, I think it has multiple benefits if you are interested in having a musical instrument and expanding musical ability. And then secondly, I wanted to show you a new instrument that I got. It's also a keyboard instrument, and it's shaped like a guitar. So you can put it on, and you know, on a guitar you might have that fretboard here that you move your fingers along. There's nothing that I could do it on here, but you can hold it. And then similar to the melodica, it also has 37 keys, although the keys start differently. So this one does have a C at the bottom. And this one is electronically powered, so I'm gonna go and switch that on. And there's a dial here that I can control the sound on. And there are different buttons here that show how you can change the tone of them. So now, and I could change the tone here. Ooh. And then the fun thing about this is that it has a whole collection of rhythms that I really enjoy. And then you can change that rhythm up. And then if you're playing it, you'd be strapping it around you on your shoulder and kind of going. Okay, and then if you don't want the rhythm anymore, you can stop. So it is fun to have, and I just got it this week as a gift for a loved one, but I'm borrowing it for this video and also sharing it. But it comes in a box like this, and again, the packaging kind of gives you that idea that this is for children, and I think it is. In fact, the keys are very small, so it takes very nimble fingers to be able to play. But the things that I do love about this are that it is very portable. It also has some input jacks here where you could plug in earphones, a mic, and other kinds of input. But so far I've been enjoying it. The drawback from this, I realize, is I think it's not designed to be played in the same way that other kinds of keyboards are, in that you're supposed to kind of hold it and just use like one hand to play on. But that means that when I've played multiple notes at once, it sounds very, very off. It actually sounds fine today, but I've had instances where I've put on too many notes at once and used both hands, and somehow it just felt like an overload of input for this little instrument, and the keys went off and the pitches were out of tune. It is for purposes of just playing with one hand, carrying it around, walking around as you play, very portable. It's very light. And again, I think with these kinds of instruments, this one was also under $40. I got it on Walmart.com. And I think for the purposes of what you're trying to seek out in an instrument, these are some things that you can consider. So something that might be inexpensive, might not have a lot of range for you to play. If you are interested in learning the piano, I think it's also good if you have access to something that has weight in the keys. If you're playing something like this, the keys are so light that you're not really building that finger strength. But for its purpose of entertainment, or maybe having the rhythm and something for you to jam and dance with, I think that's where it comes in really useful, and it's so portable, so light. And so is this. So I just hope that this video gives us some insight on types of instruments that we might consider if we are thinking about spending some money, and how even inexpensive instruments can have their benefits. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.